Throughout his 8-year tenure, Nigeria went into recession about 2 times. Foreign direct investment inflow never came into the country in the quantum to bring about any significant change in the Nigeria economy. So if our new president, then our economy was relatively better, there was stability in the foreign exchange rate. Now that the economy is worse than it was during the Buhari era, you think things are going to change? Well, you think he's going out seeking for foreign investment? The foreign investors are going to come? Certainly not. He needs to sit down and fix the country. When you fix the country, Nigerians who are here will have the confidence to invest first before you can talk about bringing in foreign investment. Foreign investors cannot just come into an economy like ours, all right, which doesn't have a definite direction.
We keep hope alive because let's assume without conceding that the president would use a different kind of approach really to ensure that, you know, the investors come this time, and then also work towards building the country and infrastructure that is needed to make that happen. Let's go to another story which also made the papers, a face-off between Obaseki and Shuaibu.
Yeah, I was going to come to that.
I'm at the gate.
Yes, I'm at the gate. And it's very worrisome because these are the people you've handed over 5 billion to share to palliatives. Instead, I'm going to juxtapose Edo and a state like Bayelsa. You see, talking about investments, because people have to feel safe. Okay, is it a state like Edo, where, I'm sorry, that's your state, where the governor and the next state now is one day they will slap the, because it's going to that. You know, the other day, a DSS officer physically restrained the deputy governor from, and it happened, they said those who fail to learn from history, you understand, are condemned to repeat the same mistakes. Our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was governor of Lagos State, he had the same face-off with his deputy, Bokno Akrele, at the time, you understand? And he ended in tears for the woman, you understand, for the old woman. He's really like that everywhere. Former governor of Anambra State, Ezife, he once described, and aptly so, described deputy governors as spare tires. You see, the difference is it's like in the civil service. The difference between a director and a permanent secretary is like, Cape of Good Hope and Gibraltar. It's very wide. Even though it's just one wrong.
Because Nigeria is leading with that.
So if you check that, you see like a state like Bayelsa, where the Governor Diri has done very well for his people, at least from reports we get every day, and people are confident to invest in a state like Bayelsa. But Edo State, for instance, who will go there to invest? Because they're not even talking about the masses. That's the tragedy. The problem now for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks now, it's been every day grabbing headlines for the wrong reasons. Deputy is saying this. And the way it's going, because you see, the deputy, I feel, wants to stay and fight back. Of course, it's going to be a lost battle, not a losing battle. Then the governor, too, he has nothing to lose. He will keep punishing the deputy until he frustrates him. Because now, I'm sure tomorrow he will come out to enter his official car and they'll tell him that they've sent the car to the mechanic to fix it. No, I think that's what they're driving at.
My worry really is what this does to governance in Edo State.
It's grounded.
Now,
it's grounded.
We're not talking about governance.
I'm talking about the poor. I'm talking about. We saw what happened in Akoko Edo.
With the commissioner.
Where an APC chairman beat up a
female commissioner.
Yes, you understand. And the police have yet to step into the matter because.
But the party has suspended him.
No. It's a criminal offense. It's assault. It's assault. He beat up a woman, and the police has to speak. They've yet to do anything. The police that said, the IG said he's very hungry, like a lion, to devour criminals. Look at, for the second time, look at passengers on Benue links,
That's another issue.
Yeah, exactly. It's very worrisome because there's this very disturbing viral video of some of the passengers who escaped from kidnappers.
We don't even know whether those ones have been released.
Most of them have been released. Just about 2. Most of them have been released.
So what is the price? What premium do we place on people? Like, you can't even, the poor, you say let the poor breathe. The poor want to travel by road. They can't even travel by road. What kind of country is this?
The ones that were asking to be rescued, that they escaped, have they come out? Any news on that?
No, I think it was about 12 or 11. I would track that story.
But every life, you see, if there are 12 and you got 11 out, what of the 12 person? Every life should matter.
Okay, so let's look
at this. In case of Edo, let me just win. I think what is happening in Edo is a reflection of politics in Nigeria. It's what politics has become in Nigeria, where a sitting governor can openly violate the constitution. And if a deputy governor is this helpless, as we see, what about ordinary men like us? You can see him, I'm at the gate, it is padlocked inside and
he was calling the SSS. I think he was calling the SSS boss.
And they could do nothing. It's just a reflection of the state of politics in Nigeria. If like I said...
arbitrariness.
Yes, if he's helpless, what about me? What about you?
Yeah.
When you go beyond that to look at Edo State, as it were, you look at who he's planning to take over from the incumbent.
Yes.
That is his
That's the offense, right?
That's the offense. And it tells you that, is it that he doesn't have the right, to pursue his own personal ambition?
If you look deeper into this conversation, Dr. Mansur, you will find out that there are several antiques to it. I mean, one of the stories that also emerged last night, very early this morning, is saying that there was a circular from the office of the governor saying that he'd been relocated to another venue and he was aware of it and it was confirmed. And then another said, he wasn't aware. I'm just saying, I mean, let's look at the antiques of the politics.
What I see is politics of rancor, bitterness taken to the extreme. Oshomole played it against Obaseki. When he was in APC, he was denied the ticket of his party. So he had to go to PDP. And the people saw it. And because they felt he was an orphan in APC and the way he was ill-treated within APC, that is why he was able to win, irrespective of, we saw Shumoli crawling on the ground for traditional rulers, begging for vote for his preferred candidate. But the people of Edo State choose Obaseki. Obaseki having suffered such humiliation in his own party and from his principal, Oshomole, is now, he's now visiting that same politics of bitterness, anger on his own deputy.
So
it shows that politicians are not learning any lesson. Even Obaseki, even if you take it further, even Oshomole himself suffered in the hands of people like the godfathers of Edo politics, people like the late Tony Anene, when he began to talk about no man is God, one man, one vote, he equally suffered. And he visited that same politics of bitterness and rancor on the person that took over from him, and the cycle continues. I wonder, when will Nigerian politicians learn that you don't take politics to that level?
No, you're going too far. I talk about Tinubu because Tinubu is president today, you understand? And we've seen a gradual silencing of the vice president. And this is the vice president, when during campaigns he said he would be in charge of security. But since Tinubu took over, we see that he's gradually silent. And that's what happens to power. You see? If we build men, we have this kind of problem. If we build institutions,